Friendship breakups suck so bad. And I don't know why it sucks more than like relationship breakups. Like we've all been through that. But if you know, you know, those friendship breakups hit so much differently. And especially when you really care. Because I'm one of those people who, some people, I can just pretend that you're unalived and you're gone. You're no longer here. And in my head, I just write you off, like not in a negative way, but it's just like, oh, that person's gone. That's fine. And I know that sounds terrible, but that's just how my brain works. So to really lose people that you care about, yo, that hurts so bad. Like, especially as somebody who is not really close with a lot of people. Like I have a very close knit circle I've always had since I was a kid. So it sucks. It just sucks. And I just recently, I've been sitting on this feeling for some days now, but I came in touch with, I reached out basically. I reached out to one of my ex best friends and I've just been in my feels. Like I've really been in my feelings. And I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. So I'm here. I'm here sharing these feelings with you. And I kept saying I'm not going to do it, but I'm like, maybe this is supposed to help somebody. So I'm just going to get this out on here. But recently came across one of my best friends, reached out to her because some life-changing events happened. And I know that she was affected in some kind of way, some capacity. And yeah, I just wanted to check on her. And honestly, she had been on my mind prior to that for a few months, or maybe a couple, at least 2 months. And I've just been kind of brushing it off like, no, well, whatever. We'll just leave where it is, like I'm constantly just telling myself that. But once this happened, I felt like maybe that was my purpose for needing to reach out before, why she kept coming, into my mind and stuff. So anyway, I did reach out and she did respond, and the conversation is not something I'm going to share on here, but it was a good conversation, and there was a door open to continue that conversation, and I did not pursue that. And a part of me feels like a little regretful, but I think it's for the best. I really do feel like it's for the best because I don't know, like the way our friendship ended, it's something that I wanted. It's something that I felt like was needed, because it's kind of like when you're in a regular relationship and you're constantly telling this person, like, this is bothering me, this is bothering me, this is bothering me. Like, and that was happening. And granted, this does not mean like I'm a perfect person. I'm very big on let me reevaluate the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm always good for a good self-evaluation. Like, if my friends are always like, I will go to them and I'll be like, hey, is this okay? Like, what do you think about this? Like, am I wrong? Like, I'm okay with being wrong. So it's not that I think that I'm perfect or anything like that. But I just felt like the conversations we were having and the issues that we were having as friends came the same issue. And even though I was being thanked and like, oh, thank you for letting me know and bringing it to my attention, I was not seeing changes. So I just decided after the last incident, it's cool. It's all good. Like, I think with me in my journey of setting boundaries the past few years, I've just decided like, some people are who they are, and family included. They are who they are. This is how they operate. They're okay with operating this way. And sometimes you really just have to love people from a distance. And that loving her from a distance has been one of the hardest things for me because, like I said, I don't have a lot of friends, y'all. Like, we have been, like, we've been together. We have been friends for years, like, straight out of high school. Like, I met her and we just did life together. Like, every single thing that all my core memories include her. So it sucks when you realize I have to set this boundary and walk away because I identify that something that you do really bothers me and it's not being checked. And not only that, but other people are coming to me because they know that I'm close to you and they're mentioning things that I'm not even mentioning to them. But the fact that we're all kind of sharing the same experience tells me that I'm not wrong, so that was hard to sit with. And it was a hard decision to make. It's still a hard decision to make. I don't know if y'all can tell, like, by my energy, by my facial expressions. It was and always, I feel like will always be a hard decision to make with her in particular. But it had to be done. And I don't see any other solution other than that. What would it be? Another conversation? Like, thank you for telling me. And then a week later, back at it with the BS. So it's like, it's just kind of like you got to love people where they are. And I loved her enough to end that friendship where it is. Because I felt like if we continued to go further and further, dealing with the same issue, it would have gotten worse. And yeah. So, and again, this is not to bash her. This is not to bash anybody, but I want to share this because I feel like a lot of the time we cut people off prematurely, but I feel like this was not prematurely. This was very much a lot of effort put into trying to mend our friendship and, fix it. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never went this long without talking to her prior to this week. And it was good to hear back from her after I did reach out to her, but I don't know. Boundaries, y'all, is boundaries. And I really struggle with boundaries because when I was a kid, I had a friend, or not a kid, I'll say a teen, not a kid. When I was a teen, I had a friend who we grew up together in grade school, like literally since kindergarten. And he was like a brother to me. And as he grew up, he just started getting into too much, doing too much, just going down the wrong path, just doing a lot. And I would always catch myself yelling at him, like, you need to do this, you need to do better, you need to, what is wrong with you? You were not raised like this. Like, I watched him grow up, even though we weren't family, like blood, like we grew up, same city, same, everything. So seeing him go down the wrong path really irritated me. It bothered me. He did go away for a while, came back home, and we talked then, and I told him, like, this is ridiculous. Like, I told him straight up, I'm a friend who I don't want to see my friends fail. I don't want to see them looking crazy. And he was looking crazy. And I'm going to tell you, you're looking crazy if you're looking crazy. So I told him, and he heard me. He said he heard me. We talked a couple times after that. And then after that, I just kind of I got tired of hearing the bad things about him. So I just removed myself. And a few months later, he passed away, probably less than 6 months later. And I always regretted how I handled it because I feel like I could have, I don't know. I'm not a savior. I'm not saying I'm God. I'm not saying anything like that. But I feel like I could have handled it differently. So he was aware that I'm not, like, there's no beef. Like, I'm not, like, pissed off at you in that way. I'm pissed off because I want more for you. And I see, like, I don't know. I just saw more for him. I'll say that. And then the way he passed had nothing to do with the past stuff. It was just unfortunate. But since then, have always had a hard time setting boundaries with people. And, sometimes I let people stay for a little too long. So with this friend, with the girl, and granted, she's not on that path at all, but I wanted to make sure that I gave enough chances. I feel like I give a lot of chances to see if my friends and my loved ones, whoever, will correct themselves. And with her, I feel like we had just hit our rock bottom, honestly. And like, again, this is not to bash her. I love her. I still pray for her. I still think about her very, very often. Like I told you guys, I was thinking about her months before this week to reach out and just check on her. She's been on my mind, and I don't really know why, but I'd been feeling her energy very heavily. And yeah, so anyway, that's really it, y'all. I don't know what the point of this video is. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it up or post it, but I just had to get this out because I've been sitting with these feelings for, like I said, a few days, and I don't know what to do with them. So, yeah, if you guys feel like I made the right decision this week, let me know. I personally feel like I did. The door was open to maybe pursue a conversation to address our, past, how we fell out, but I just didn't feel like it was necessary, like, while I do miss her deeply and I love her deeply, and I wish that I was a part of her journey. Like we'd always shared so many memories together and highs and lows. And I know, as you get older, you start families, you do certain things. I would love to be a part of that. And I would love to have her a part of mine, but I just don't want to open that can of worms. I feel like it's not healthy. Especially when you care too much. I feel like when you care too much, it weighs heavier on you when you're not heard from the other person. So I don't know. I'll continue to pray for her and love her from a distance, but I just had to get this out, you guys. So if you are going through something similar, Just make sure you're at peace. I would say make sure you're at peace with the idea. And I hate to say this, I don't know how to say this in the right way, but for me, it's like I had to ask myself after my friend that passed away, I had to ask myself, if we end this here, am I content? Am I okay with how it ends? If something were to happen afterwards, do I feel like I tried my best? And I honestly do feel like I did. Like, I don't think there's any other conversation to have. I feel like there would be maybe a lot of like deflecting or blaming. And it's like, I don't feel like it. Like, I don't have the capacity, y'all. Like, 2026 is heavy enough. I don't need another stressful bag to carry. So I feel like I did do what I needed to do with that friendship, and that's all I can do. So it is what it is. But anyway, I hope this resonates with somebody. Hopefully that's why I'm posting this. I don't know. If it does resonate, please comment down below so I know I'm not looking crazy on here. But anyway, that's all, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. This is not my normal content. I'm normally posting like how-to tutorials and information about web design and marketing and all this stuff. But I just had to get this out. And I mean, it's important. It's important that we set boundaries. It's important that we, surround ourselves with people who hear us the first time. If not the first time, then the second time. But third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, I don't know. So, and again, this is no shade. I love that person still. And I don't know. I think that's my fault. As a Taurus, I feel like as Tauruses, we love deeply. And I hate to throw in astrology. I hate to throw in signs and all that stuff because I feel like people take certain things that they say about certain signs and they apply it to everything. And it's like, no, girl, that did not happen because you're a Taurus. That happened because you're not a good person. Like, so, but I really do feel like as a Taurus, we're very loyal people. So I have such a loyalty still to the people that I love. Like, no matter how we fall out or whatever happens, like enough love and respect to never bash them. You know what I mean? Like, you got to really take me there to take me there. Take me through it, whatever to say. But, but that's it, y'all. It's all love. I just, with my feels a little bit this week, but I hope this helps somebody out there. If it does, like I said, comment down below, like, comment, subscribe. If you are interested in content about marketing, web design, all that stuff. I worked in radio and television for over 10 years and I just pour into people now, y'all. Make sure that you're being good to people, y'all. Make sure that you are checking on your friends who need to be checked on. And that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.